Welcome to Polypulse, your daily South African political pulse. Today, the Madlanga Commission is back in the spotlight, and there are fresh revelations about state capture that you need to hear. Stick with me for the breakdown. Here's what's happening. Click, like, and subscribe. Roll the clips.
Polypulse Legal Analysis. On day 158, the Madlanga Commission returned
Yes,
to the
Mrs.
legal board
Kakana.
of police accountability, who authorized a task team
Thank you,
to
Chair.
help the Dockets and where oversight lay.
Can I just request an indulgence? The witness requests an opportunity to clarify that telephone recording on certain aspects.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Loftus.
Yes, Commissioner. I was listening to that recording on my phone now during the break, and where he says, Crime Like says, I don't, or you're making allegations against me, or are you telling me facts? To me, it sounds like he wanted to say something, and then there was that talking over of one another. So I just wanted to say what we were saying earlier, that if you listen to it carefully, it sounds like he stopped mid-sentence of wanting to say something. You know? Yeah, so I had the opportunity to listen to it again. It's just a different way I look at it when I heard it. And there's something, I'm trying to find it, where it says you're putting the cattles on me, you're paying the cattles. I just want to clarify what the cattles mean. The cattles mean the police, just for clarity.
Why do you say carols means police?
It's Durban slang. Yeah. For police, meaning police. Yeah.
Can we proceed, Chair?
Yes.
Thank you. I think we had gone through paragraph 54, but I think just for context, can you start reading from that? I think it would make sense.
Sorry, I didn't hear it?
54, paragraph 54.
Sorry, paged over. Okay. On the 3rd of February 2023, Captain Dina Governor and his team arrived again at Bevan's premises. I was in his yard assisting the welder in making a gate. I told Bevan that there were police at the gate, and he immediately fled. I just want to add something there. There was a security vehicle, Fidelity security vehicle with them, and they stopped at the gate. And he fled because he was expecting them. He knew that they were there to kill him. He was clothed in sleep shorts with no shoes and no shirt. I told Michigan to go with him because of their visit on the 13th of December 22 when they waterboarded Michigan. Bevan and Michigan managed to flee. The police came in unmarked vehicles, stopped at the gate at Bevan's premises. Captain Dina Governor, Warrant Officer S. Naidu, and a dog unit policeman, Warrant Officer Naika, approached aggressively and said they were here not to arrest Bevan, but to kill him. Because according to Captain Dina Governor, Bevan had threatened to kill the members of the Hawks and Captain Vali of SAPS Brighton Beach Detectives. The police searched my premises and Bevan's home, where Bevan resided. No search warrant was produced, and the bedroom door of the house was damaged. I was arrested by Warrant Officer Naika whilst I was handcuffed on the roadway. While I was handcuffed on the roadway, Captain Dina Governor and Warrant Officer Sivan Naidu and the dog unit policeman, Warrant Officer Naika, repeated that they intended to kill Bevan. I'm not going to mention other names. There's 4 other people involved. They kept insisting that Bevan was at the Bluff Butchery early that day, and that is why the Toyota engine was hot. Captain Dina Governor and Warrant Officer Sivan Naidu said that I must get Bevan's funeral policy up to date because I'm going to bury him, and my wife and I are going to mourn for him. Captain Governor said that Bevan shot his friend Alan, which is Alan Subramani that I mentioned earlier. He's the Durban South Towing Company owner. He said Bevan shot him in the head. Warrant Officer Sivan Naidu said...
Sorry, just before you go there, did he pass away?
No, he didn't pass away. Warrant Officer 7 Naidu sent policemen into 190 into Bevan's premises, into my daughter-in-law's premises, where my daughter-in-law Melissa runs a creche. She protested because of the upset of the children and further because they did not have a warrant. A policewoman was called and she searched together with the premises whilst the children were there, and Melissa was handcuffed and placed in a police vehicle on the road.
Mr. Loftus, just go back to paragraph 57.
Yes.
The second last sentence where you say Captain Dina Govender and Warrant Officer Naidu. They could not have both said that. Surely it must have been one of them.
Okay, let me clarify that. They did not say it both together. It wasn't a one-off statement that they made. These guys overtalk one another. And they were in an aggressive manner. It was like anger in them. So they both said it, but not at the same time. It's like the one was repeating the other. They said it on numerous occasions. It wasn't just clearly we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do that together.
But who said to you, you must get Bevan's funeral policy up to date because I'm going to bury him?
They both said it. Dina Governor said it first, and one of the Naidu, he repeated it. Yeah, but as I say, it wasn't said once, it was on a number of occasions. They speak fast and they don't stop talking.
And again, why did you not open a case? Because now they're making a direct threat.
I didn't believe that the case would be accepted and that anything would become of it. Because I can say why, I can elaborate, because my wife, my daughter-in-law, both daughter-in-laws went to the police station and they tried to open cases at Brighton Beach. And there was a captain on duty there and he refused to accept the charge. They ended up going to the attorney who took them to IPID. And IPID referred them to Point Road Police Station, and I'm not sure where they eventually opened the case. It was a rigmarole. Nobody wanted to open a case. And this is not an uncommon practice. I've witnessed this before. So people lose interest. So people lose interest and faith in the police.
Just when you say the wife and daughters tried to open a case,
yes.
Was it in relation to the same incident or a different
No.
incident?
It's a different incident.
And what was that incident about?
My daughter-in-law, Bevan's wife, she opened a case of theft of items and cash from the house.
But was it against the police? Because
yes, it was against the police. There were cases eventually registered at Brighton Beach. I know my daughter-in-law that runs the creche, her case docket is at IPID. Eckhard, as I said, he was one of the workers of Bevan. He was a driver and a runaround. He opened a case of assault. I was witness to that statement being taken by an IPID policeman in my house. That case is still with IPID. I had opportunity to speak to, in fact, Eckhart phoned me last night. I hadn't spoken to him or seen him in over a year. And I asked him what was the progress on the case. There's nobody ever contacted him.
Okay, and then back to paragraph 57. Do you mention this incident in your affidavit?
Yes, I did.
This specific one?
Yes.
And the threat by
Yes.
Captain Governor?
Yes, I did. Just to go on with that, to complete that, my wife was eventually called to the police station to depose a statement. And the statement was taken by should I not say the name? Was taken by a female captain. But I found it strange that while I was sitting there, she wasn't really interested in what my wife was saying. She started taking a statement from me as to what took place. Then I realized what she's doing. Then one of the policemen whispered in my ear to say, no, she works within the government. I shouldn't be talking to her. Those matters, I think there were 4 cases. Besides the cases at IPID, the cases that were opened at Brighton Beach are filed as undetected and false. Hendrik Nunez's wife also opened a case. I don't know what the charge was. That case is filed as false. Coincidentally, The cases were filed.
Mr. Loftus,
Yes.
I'm going to stop you
task teams
because
operating outside
you have
have
to be
oversight,
careful
every matter
in
will
this
touch to its
commission when you
goals.
mention people's
That is the
names and
docket
you make
collapse finding
allegations
this commission.
against them. We will
Subscribe
have to
to
call
Polypulse
them
for the legal
to
deep
provide
dives
their
and follow
version.
the full record
So
on
maybe
Madlanga
stick to
today
the
and
question
Zanzi
I
Pulse.
asked so that we limit ourselves
Okay,
only to
And that's your Polypulse brief for today. If this helped you make sense of the madness, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a breakdown. For more South African stories from a youth perspective, check out our sister channel at Mzansi Pulse. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay sharp, South Africa.